You're listening to Health Professional Radio. My name is Wayne Bucklar. This is Media Arts and Lifestyle with our Media Arts and Lifestyle editor, Brian Hinselwood. Brian, I understand you've been off to the movies and you've recently seen Darkest Hour. Tell us what you thought.
I have. And I have to say that prior to going to see The Darkest Hour, I wasn't overly fussed about going to see it. I'd previously just seen another wartime movie that was out, and I thought, I'm kind of a little bit over this. But some friends were going and they insisted this is what we were going to see, so we went to see it. I have to say I was delightfully surprised. It's a very good movie, and for people of a certain age, say those 50 and over, they would remember some of these, not remember them because they were there, but they would remember the stories of this. And it's based around Winston Churchill, who is, everybody probably knows, was the Prime Minister of the UK at the time. And he'd only been elected as Prime Minister for a matter of days. I don't think it was a full week. I think just a matter of days before all this kind of blew up in his face. And the film stars Gary Oldman. Now, for anybody that doesn't know Gary Oldman, he's an English actor who's been around for many, many years. And he's quite a slight man. When you see pictures of him, there's not a lot to him in bulk. And Churchill, again, as everybody knows, was quite a rotund gentleman. And so the makeup alone is exquisite. He looks and sounds exactly like newsreels that you've seen of Winston Churchill. It's a wonderful, wonderful acting performance. And I'll be absolutely stunned if he doesn't win an Oscar for it. It's just a lovely bit of acting. And it really revolves around Churchill coming up with a scheme to stop the German juggernaut, as it was at the time, from taking over Britain and taking over Europe, the world. And look, if you're thinking of going to the movies and you're not quite sure, this is one that you really shouldn't miss at all. It's got a stellar cast. It's Gary Oldman, obviously, as Winston Churchill, Lily James, who plays Elizabeth Layton, Kristin Scott Thomas, who plays Winston Churchill's wife, Ben Mendelsohn, who plays George VI, and so it goes on. And this ensemble cast just do a wonderful, you really do feel, and I'm not particularly into war movies, and this isn't about the war particularly, it's about what these people were going through in their little, it's called The Darkest Hour, and the whole thing just takes, in fact, a bit more than an hour, but over a couple of days. And it's well worth seeing. It's a lovely piece of cinema. And as I say, if you're thinking of going to the movies and you like history, even if as a young person you're maybe not aware of what happened in those days, apart from the general outcome, which most people are aware of, it's well worth going to see. And if you're an older person with maybe teenage children, it's a very good bit of historical cinema that they could learn from. So that's The Darkest Hour. I don't know where it's on, where you're listening to this podcast, but I'm sure it will be on somewhere well worth seeing.
Thank you, Brian. It sounds like a movie that you thoroughly enjoyed, and we hope some of our listeners check it out for themselves. You've been listening to our Business Arts and Lifestyle editor, Brian Hinselwood, on Health Professional Radio. If you missed our interview, you can hear it again on iTunes, SoundCloud and YouTube, or you can read the transcript on our website at www.hpr.fm.